Hello and welcome to the Weight Loss Spring Detox series. This is Rhonda Liebig. Sorry I'm late today. Putting together these new slides and doing this every week, I tell you, there has to be this big learning curve that happens every time. So I have quite a few slides here, but what we're really going to get down to is what is important is detox in the body. We have spring coming up. Every week we talk about strategies and how we're going to fit in our inspiration. How do we keep ourselves moving forward so that we feel good? We feel good in our body. We feel that we can make the proper steps to start looking at life in a new way, looking at lifestyle in a way that we start learning that we have control over it, being able to learn how to wake up in the morning and feel inspired. And since we are in that area of, like waking up and feeling inspired, we want to make sure that our organs are working the way they need to. So we are focusing in on just the circulation of our body today. Today, I'm going to give you 3 areas that we're going to work on. And it's going to flow together, so it's going to be simple and easy. That's how we want to keep it. Because each week you're going to learn more and more stuff. So it doesn't matter if you come only today for once a month, because you're going to get a lot of good information. But if you're with me every single week, you're going to feel like you're part of a community. You're going to feel like you have more of, what should I say? Like I feel like when I work with a coach that I feel like somebody has my back. Like that feeling. That's what I want you to feel today, is that you may have questions, you may have things that you struggle with, and I want you to take notes today so you can start working through things. Every time that you write, it's like you're speaking to yourself, you're learning to listen to what's going on, and that's the biggest thing that you are going to be getting here is learning how to listen to yourself. So here we are, shed 12 pounds using this simple formula, Spring Detox. Simple formula, 3 steps. So let's step into this weekly call. I'm excited. So I'm going right in. I usually give you a lot of information about me, a lot of information about what is going to inspire you. Today I'm getting right into the steps. And I'm going to allow you to have the space to kind of sit with this information, because you can go onto Google and you can search anything you want. But today I want to connect you, not just what Google can do for you, because we're in a big information society. And as a person that has studied a lot about the inner work of the body and how that translates to how we look, how we sleep, how we feel emotionally, physically, that I want to take it a step deeper today. Everything that I have built today is based on, what you're going to be seeing is based on this formula of, I call it like my signature stuff, because being in the industry for over 15 years, you have these things that you do that works. So we're going to get right in there today, and we're going to step into step 1, step 2, and step 3. Once we're done with the steps, I want you to be focused and aware that I'm going to guide you into another area where I can help you deeper. And the more that you write, and the more that you think, and the more that you turn everything off so you can stay focused today, the better the results. And you're not going to waste your time today. I promise you. Every time that I've worked with somebody and they've been 100% in this, the most important thing is that you get your personal connection. And the only way to get your personal connection is if you stay solely focused on this. I'm estimating that today is probably going to be about 40 minutes, maybe even 30, because it's really compact today. As each week goes on, we're really going to build the simple formula into being extremely meaningful. Today, you're going to have big, meaningful results just by doing the 3 steps. But the biggest thing is, I don't want to overwhelm you. But as we start building this each week, you're going to want to come into the next week coaching, and you're going to be learning more stuff, and it's going to build and build upon itself. So welcome today. Let's talk about step 1. You always need to know this formula and the strategies and why we're doing this. You always need to know your why. Understanding your why you're doing something, is vital. Because if you just Google or you have somebody, send you something that says you need these top foods because that'll make you feel better, you're going to lose weight or lose bloat. Well, weight loss really is just a byproduct of how we're living our lifestyle. It's a byproduct of the way we feel emotionally, because that's when we're going to invest deeper in ourselves if we're feeling good. We're going to invest more in the foods that we buy instead of going out and spending our money elsewhere to try and fill that void. So knowing the why is the first step to getting in deeper, to getting results just for this week. And if you can be aware of what you're dealing with, then you're going to be able to answer, why should I be doing this? So let me go into the first part of this. There's things that are showing signs that the winter was rough on you, that the winter you may have overeaten, even after the holidays, you never really cleaned it up, maybe even had annual goals and they just didn't work out. So what you're learning today is that there's going to be signs within your mouth, within your outside of your body, within the way that you're feeling, that's going to say, I need a detox. Your body's talking to you. So do you have white or yellow coated tongue and or bad breath? Bad breath is related with digestion. And if you're not breaking things down, you're going to have an odor that comes up through the belly, and that's where you get your bad breath. Fluid retention and or congested sinuses. I have a client right now, and she's 22, and she's dealing with hands that are bloated, feet that are bloated, and at such a young age. Most of my clients are 40 years and older, but this girl came to me from a referral, and it was very interesting stepping her into a program, because usually this early, if you have stuff like that going on, it's even deeper than, oh, I need a detox. So if you have any health stuff going on and you are finding that you're having these issues, fluid retention, then I want you to even step in deeper. We're answering your why. Why do you need to add, which I'm going to show you step 2 in a moment. And you're going to learn that even though your doctor may say you're in that healthy stage, I want you to know that if you have anything on this list up to 4 or more, that your body is telling you that you're being really hard on it. And so we work on the wellness approach and making sure that you don't go past that point where you're taking medicine or increasing your medicine. Third one, increased belly and fat. Belly fat, that's like sugar levels. Your belly gets bigger, your hormones are off, that's going to be belly. Cravings and or blood sugar issues. So if your A1C is up there really high and you're diabetic, I'm talking to you who are out there that's diabetes, you know that your sugar cravings are going to be crazy, and you're going to be scared. You're going to be living in the scared factor because you don't know why. You don't know why your blood sugar is going up and down. Or maybe you do know, but it's emotionally hard to connect right now. You just don't feel like you're connected with your body. You have a lot of stress going on, and you're not really thinking about what's happening each time a new thought comes in or the food that you're eating. Also, when you are dealing with blood sugar issues, you don't even have to be diabetic or pre-diabetic. It just means that something is going on with an imbalance. Well, that's going to lend itself that you're ready for a detox. If you have gallbladder issues or you have it removed, I'll tell you what, let me tell you, if you have a gallbladder issue and you may not even know it. When you go and get a facial, or you are talking to your friends and you have like these white bumps on the sides of your face, and you go, I keep getting these bumps right on the outside, like around the skin, around the outside where my temple is, and a little bit inside towards my eye. Like, what are those bumps? And it always comes up, well, it's your age. It's your age. That's, that's what shows up. And you go, oh. So today I want you to start thinking about, like, what does that mean? Why is it that this happens because of your age? That's only the beginning of the reason what's happening. It may happen within your age because you think of the general population, things are happening. But when you look at people around you, don't you think that There are people that aren't as healthy as you, or that you're looking for a new journey and you're trying to get connected. And so what does age mean? Well, our body becomes more sensitive. And so if your gallbladder is not working as efficient, it's more sensitive, then it's not going to break the body fat down as easily. So the little bumps on the side, on the outside, or the temple, in between the temple and the eye base there, that's your gallbladder meridian. It means your gallbladder and the bile is not breaking down the fat as well as it should. So that's a gallbladder issue. Abdominal bloating, that could be that you're having digestion stuff. Some of it's gluten. Overheating, excessive sweating, that means your body just, the cooling system, the circulation isn't working. Next slide here, we're going to talk about also your next area of know your why. Let's keep going down the list. Weight loss resistance. I had a client, she did a really clean 2-week process. Never lost weight. This is early in my stage of running my business, and I was freaking out. It's like, okay, either she was doing stuff that she wasn't telling me, which is usually not true. Usually most people are 100% up straight because they want to make sure that they are getting the results, especially if you're crying sometimes and you feel like, I am tired of not losing weight. And I'm tired of my skin being, feeling yucky, and I'm tired of this and that. So that wasn't your issue. You know what the biggest issue was? That her body was ready for detox, and that there might have even been like this big undercurrent thing going on, that if she didn't stop and start listening to herself, that things were going to get worse for health. And so she just needed to keep connecting and keep moving forward, because weight loss doesn't happen right away. Sometimes it takes a while to heal the body and let it kind of sit with the information. Clean eating, mental focus, and all that. So weight loss resistance. You're also looking for that you're ready for detox foods when you have acne, rosacea, itchy skin. That's nervous system really imbalanced. Then you have fatigue, unrelieved by more sleep, especially in the morning. If you wake up in the morning and you do not have any energy, you know what that goes directly to? That your liver is clogged. So you want to be able to wake up. You want those natural enzymes coming from the liver into the bloodstream, because it goes into the bloodstream to wake you up. If you're not waking up, then you're going to be feeling yucky and have anxiety in the morning. I've had that feeling before. Moodiness, that you're feeling like you are just up and down and sad, and all these ranges of moods, and you're really in tune with your moods, but you can't flatten it. You can't, get a handle on it. Autoimmunity, so you're feeling like you're getting sick easily. 80% of your gut is built around inside and outside is your immune system. If your body's not digesting, then you're going to have immune issues. Chemical sensitivity, like smelling fragrances, makes you anxious. So when you smell something, it just does not, like, it makes you feel nauseous or uncomfortable or whatever. So that's going to be the areas that you want to look at. So I'm going to go up here, look at your list here. We have 2 pages. If you have at least 4 of these issues, I want you to go to the simple formula and go to step 2. All right, bring your arms out and just stretch and kind of shake it out, and think about this. Simple formula. We know that we just went through a top list here of things, but we just figured out what our why is. We figured out that, why do we need to do this? Why do I need to make a change? If you see that you have at least 4 things on that list, that is why. And you need to connect with your pain and connect with that you need to make changes, so that today we're not making goals. Today we are problem solving. We want to rid ourselves of this stuff. And I want you to write at least the 4 things that you're dealing with or more. So then you can journal it, keep focused, and think about, I want this cleared up. I want my beauty factor to come back. And you know how important it is. We want to be looking beautiful and great and excited and vivacious. All those things are meaningful, because that is how we thrive in life. When we feel like we're not hiding, when we feel like we're not lost. So I'm going into step 2. This is an easy one. It really is. So the top 7 foods list to resolve your issues. Okay, now what I want to talk about, lately people have been telling me how hard it is to eat healthy. Now, not just because you don't want to, that feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready to eat this food, but also because it's expensive. So I want you, before I show you this top 7 foods list, I want you to think about where you may be spending your money. So we're going into problem solving. Or where is it that if you don't add these foods, that it may affect your future health? So if you're on the verge of anything from blood tests that you know that things are not looking right and that you are feeling unhealthy these days, and that the list that we just showed, that there's quite a few things on there, that you know you're ready to invest in this. So for this week, I want you to be eating these foods every single day. You need an apple a day. You need ginger. You need ginger for being able to bring the inflammation down. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. You can do that with tea. You can add that to your water. You can let it sit in the water for over night. When you wake up in the morning, you have some ginger water. It's interesting. It tastes great too. You can even add cucumber in there. Cucumbers are a great way to get a little sweetness in there and have it real fresh. Do bell pepper, and do bell pepper that is colorful. So why don't you get like a red and a yellow, or green and a red, whatever. Cucumber, celery, almonds, quinoa. So it's well rounded. An apple a day, it gives you some sweetness because we need our natural sugar. And if you're diabetic, you need your natural sugar. The packaged stuff is what throws your body off, or if you're eating fruit all day long, is going to throw your body off. The ginger is going to give you that good circulation. And think about it, when you breathe and you're relaxing and you're rolling your shoulders back and you feel that circulation through your body, feeling your body be a full energetic system, that the ginger is going to help the flow naturally go. With bell pepper, you get to play with colors here. Colors represent different things that help within your body. So this is going to add color to your plate. I have cucumber on here because when people are dealing with their body being highly toxic, and the number one thing that I hear about is cancer. A lot of people are afraid of cancer. So cucumber, if you look at the top 10 list, cucumber would be on there. So it's a good alkaline. Alkaline means your body is not toxic, it's balanced. It's an easy way to lose weight once you get your body into alkaline. That cucumber is one of the things you want to add. Celery. Celery has tons of water. You want something that's holding, retaining that water in there. Almonds is going to be a wonderful fiber, but you have your nuts that are going to give you that protein. Now, there's not meat on here. I'm not saying just eat these, but I'm saying eat them every day. Find a way to do it. Yeah, I can see a quinoa salad here with some vinaigrette with the bell pepper and cucumbers. I can see ginger in the water. I can see picking up an apple and maybe adding it with yogurt, with I even do oatmeal, like unprepared oatmeal, and I throw it in there with the apple nut because it gives a nice little fiber to it. Apple is perfect because you get the soluble fiber, which is on the inside, and then you have the insoluble fiber, which is the skin. Those two do different things. The inside takes care of the cholesterol, swish, 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 goes through the digestion and collects the extra cholesterol. Our body naturally produces cholesterol because it needs to. Cholesterol hormone is extremely important, but if you have eaten a lot of red meat, a lot of sugar, you're going to have high cholesterol, so you need the apple every day to cleanse and balance your hormones. You need the insoluble fiber, which is on the outside of the apple, because that's what helps plump up the inside of your digestion. So the little villi hairs that stand up to help absorb the nutrients as everything's coming through, breaking it down, all the natural enzymes, that all of that is going to be easily absorbed. So you need the insoluble fiber to help cleanse the system as it's going through. Fiber is number one in this process. So every week that you're with me through this month, there's going to be tons of fiber stuff, but I'm going to give you bits and pieces of ways to pull stuff together so it just makes it easier. Makes it easier to kind of think about this. Also, throughout this week for 7 days, I want you to have almonds. Cut it up, put it in your salad. Cut it up and put it in your quinoa. Now, quinoa is great because you have your vegetarian omega-3. Omega-3 is great for your heart, your circulation, your brain. Quinoa is good because it has natural fiber. Quinoa is good because it feels heavy in your body. So when you're looking at heaviness, that's why we eat quite a bit, because we want that heavy feeling in our body. So can you see this? You're implementing these 7 foods, but the reason why you're doing it is because of step 1. You know your body needs a detox. Step 2, implement these foods every day because you're going to get something very special out of this. When you start eating whole foods like this, you stop counting calories because the body really is not on a diet anymore. It's on a whole foods, take care of my body, give me energy before I get sick kind of attitude. It's like, this is the way to take care of it. So does that make sense? We're going to go into the next area, which is going to be very interesting. Because step 3 is the one that we have a challenge with. It's called the ultra-specific mindset. So let me just sit right here. I want you to look at the forest, at that picture there, and I want you to just focus in on looking ahead as if you're walking through the forest. This is important. So I want you to turn everything off, roll your shoulders back, and start thinking about how powerful the mind is and how the mind can play tricks on us. So we've already discussed, we want to do step 1 and step 2, but our mind has to connect with the importance of this. So one thing that you have to be aware of is that we have brain plasticity. Brain plasticity. We can actually teach our brain to think differently. So if we hear this week a sabotage of a mindset of, you are looking fat, oh, your legs are so ugly, whatever we say to ourselves, oh, you're so dumb, that was one of mine. I want you to think about the force that you're looking at right now. I want you to take breaths in. And I want you to think of brain plasticity. We can rewire our brain to think more positive. So if we find that we are in this mindset and thinking this way, we go, hey, stop for a moment, stop for a moment. Don't say that again. Say that to yourself. Stop and don't say that again. And start thinking about everything that you've been doing this week to do for yourself, to do for your family, to do for your business if you're an entrepreneur, to do for your life and your lifestyle. Start going on the positive mindset. That positive mindset overpowers the negative the more you practice. This is not an easy thing to do, and this is why most people fail. This is your no-fail plan right here. Getting the mind in alignment. Also, I want you to stick with this for a week before you catch up with me next week. And so I want to talk about the butterfly effect. Instead of just being here and then forgetting when you walk away, the notes that you're doing today, I want you to think about every day. Where can you put these notes? It reminds you what your goals are. Today you're going shopping and getting your stuff, unless you have the top 7 foods. Now I work with some people, they eat exactly the way that I just shared with you, the top 7. What happens is, if you don't have the mindset in alignment with the food, then anxiety and hormones get out of balance. Also, the breathing and the anxiousness that we get sometimes can affect our hormones, and we can build up our belly, and we may think, oh my gosh, I'm eating so healthy, so what's going on? But it's, it's hard on your thyroid. Let's talk about thyroid. Thyroid does everything for you. If you're not thinking positive, then it overworks the thyroid, because your thyroid is just, that's your voice. It's right your vocal cords, and it's the space where you think. And when you're feeling anxious, you feel like you don't have control over your life. There's things you're not saying. There's truth that you're not living in. So throw your whole body off. So all these 3 things have to be in alignment. Wake up in the morning and know what your why is. Start feeling yourself waking up and knowing that the circulation is good because it's getting easier to get up each day. That you're feeling better. That you're not going to go to the old diet mindset and keep weighing yourself every day, because I'll tell you what, you follow this, make your changes, you're going to lose some weight right away. You are. And a lot of it, sometimes we just get stuck in our mind. And with the butterfly effect, I don't want you to leave me today and all of a sudden just leave and then not do what you promised yourself. That's a butterfly effect. Butterflies are so beautiful and they fly, but what they do is they fly off and they never come back. So I want you to redirect yourself. So look at this forest, roll your shoulders back, and tell yourself, I got this. I can do this. Write notes on your mindset. Write notes on the sabotages that you will not do whatever you say to yourself. If you don't know what you do say to yourself, start thinking. Start your process now. Get to know yourself more. Because everything you want is on the other side of fear. Step in. Get rid of the fear by just jumping in. A lot of fear that we have is based on because our kidneys are off, and it affects our water system. Our brain needs lots of water. Our brain needs lots of natural fat, and that's why I threw in the almonds there. If your brain chemically is not balanced, anxiety is going to step in. Start eating like this. Start listening to yourself and step on the other side of fear by just stepping into it. Step into it. And we're also, you may not know this because you may not be into chakras, but this is the first chakra. So if you understand all that stuff, this is the beginning of just kind of being seen as a person. Sometimes we go through life and we're kind of hiding from people and we don't really want to say much because we're so afraid of what other people think. Well, this gives you the chance just to feel like you're worthy of something, and that when you say something that you feel like you're being heard, and that's important. That's what makes you feel like you got this. You got this. That you can make those changes. That you're going to slowly lose the weight, and as you go along, you're going to have big weight loss, little, big, and it's going to go back and forth. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute? My daughter made these slides, so I'm just really loving these slides. Okay, so I want you to really start thinking about living and really being focused in all the stuff that's important to you, so you can go out there and venture just like this beautiful animal. And I want you to think about as if you are off in a journey somewhere and that you feel the warmth of the sun. And it doesn't matter if you're in the cold, whatever, but I want your mind to stay focused within the warmth. And that you're going out, you're traveling on an adventure, and you see the water, and the water you need for your system. Everything's blue and beautiful, and the colors that you're going to start seeing are vibrant because you're going to be able to see clearer. You're going to have less mucus in the back of your sinuses, because sinuses is related also with water imbalances. When you're having a lot of allergies, it's affected with your body having more toxins than it should. So we are in this beautiful area of just getting into action. And this is where I want to show you that I can help. So everything that you learned, I'm introducing you to the detox. Now, if you're going to be with me every week, maybe you want to just sit and think about this. If you're excited and you want to keep moving on these strategies, I'm going to welcome you in today, and I'll show you how. So think about this. The stuff that you learned today is like a daily routine, is a commitment to yourself, is the brain alignment with your choices. But you also get results, and it's a 14-day detox. You have a first series where it is the clean eating with things that are going to balance your hormones. I'll talk a little bit about that in a minute. But it's also going to give you a daily ritual that you need to do so that you have success. But people have done this. They've lost 12 pounds within the 14 days. They lost 2 inches off their hips. Now, this is from Elizabeth. She lost 2 inches off her hips within a week. So when you have big, massive stuff like this happening, what happens is you step into this detox, a commitment for yourself, a new lifestyle change. Massive things happen because inflammation is within our body. So this is where your body releases the toxins. Clearer vision to seeing way better. Released mucus and stopped daily drainage. increased energy. So you see all the stuff that's happened with people that have been in and really stepped in 100% into this detox, and they did it. If this is interesting to you, I do want you to go to rhondaliebig.com, fit with a double T, -season -detox. Stay with me here because you're going to see this link as we go through. But what I want you to know is when you go to that page, there's a quiz on there, and you're going to learn where you're stuck, because we're going to learn more about the kidneys. We are going to learn more about the liver, because we want to detox one of those. So the quiz is going to get you on that page where you can know your step one. Am I stuck in the liver or kidneys? So make sure you go to that page. Just good information to know anyway. The second thing is, do I want the gold or the platinum detox? So the gold would be that you're going to be sent the 55-page workbook that has tons of recipes and get you focused, and you're going to have the weekly coaching, and you're going to have private Facebook group, which I'm going to show you in a moment. The platinum is that you want the 4 supplements that I've chosen for you that's going to help balance your sugar level, that's going to help you with being able to absorb your food even more, because you're going to have some probiotics that are going to help you, and then you're going to have stuff that's going to give you more energy. So that would be the platinum. So that's your next stage. Once you know those 2 stages, where you're stuck, and the other stage of what level you want, and that's where you go in and you get your detox. So you learn how to eat in this detox. You know, we're afraid to eat. And you know, when I gave you that list, you may have been thinking, well, almonds are fattening. Well, this is fattening. Well, that's not, is that really good for you? An apple a day, is that too much sugar? And we start going through these things. Well, you learn how to eat, and you learn that sometimes, even though we think we should have 1,200 calories a day, that our issue is that our body's becoming inflamed by the foods that we're eating because it's reacting to things. So are you ready to lose up to 12 pounds or more? Let's get you in it and learn to eat. So why do the detox? You know why? Because clean eating is lonely. The reason why we are where we are is because we've been doing what we've been doing, living in our story, living through our food, and sometimes even throws us off financially, because financially we're going out, we're spending money because we're feeling lonely, we're feeling imbalanced. The detox brings you so focused. Clean eating is lonely. This is where you get to have a community and you get to work with people, and that's why the detox is a no-fail plan. We're going to balance your hormones, your estrogen, thyroid, testosterone, growth, insulin, cortisol, all those. That's midsection. That's flow. That's so the whole body doesn't bloat. That's the estrogen, which is the girl hormones that let everything come through nice and smooth the way it should. You get the 4 here. You get the workout reset, because you do, as a bonus, get a workout with me. You get the food reset, daily ritual reset, kitchen reset. You get the 4. These are your support right here. The 50+ page Power Detox book has everything. It has your daily ritual. It has how you sign up on your coaching sessions. It has how you get into your private Facebook group. It has a link there. It has, you know, how to cook. So you have tons of detox support within that. And sometimes we're learners where we want a book, we want to read everything, we want to resource it. Sometimes it's because we have other things going on. So we want more of a, you know, like the coaching, and we want to focus in that way, and that's the way we learn. So you have different ways you're going to learn. You have 30 delicious, wholesome recipes, daily emails that will keep your mind in the detox game to full success. You get daily emails. You get a daily ritual used that all past successful participants use. I remember I showed you the list of everything that people were getting for results. You get the membership into the Facebook group, one-on-one email support, so that you are taking care of any questions you have, any motivation you need. I'll answer it within 24 hours, or my assistant will. You have daily open sessions, 1 hour of Q&A in the private Facebook group. Now, this is a real robust program. I want you to go in there and figure out where you stuck, kidneys or liver. Go into rhondaliebig.com/fit with a double T season detox. Jump in there. Find out your step 1. Find out your step 2. Do you want gold, or platinum, bam, you're ready to go. Sign up. You're going to be getting tons of support through there. We start April 4th. You have plenty of time to get your body ready, and I want you to do the steps that you learn. Implement the 7 foods so your body is ready and preparing for the detox. I want you to stick with me each week, even if you sign up today, because you'll need that, because you need to balance your body and prepare yourself. So go to fit-season-detox. You have it right here. I want you to go in, ask any questions by sending me an email at Rhonda@rhondaliebig.com. So you see how I spell Liebig? Rhonda@rhondaliebig.com. If you forget that, you can send to my assistant, support@rhondaliebig.com. So it's easy peasy as that. And it's a 14 days with me, a quick in and out of getting fast results, adding to your new lifestyle, adding and rewriting a new story for yourself. If you're in, I want you to be part of the journey with us. You have an insightful day. Send me questions. Sit with this information. Get yourself inspired if this is new stuff for you. If you're ready to go, I want you in. Step in, get into action, go to your no-fail plan. Use me as your coach so that you get what you want and you start learning about new strategies for yourself, for your family, for your lifestyle, for your waistline. Catch up with you next week or real soon if you're signing up today.